Parsley or what?
Celery, aloe vera, spinach, cactus, pineapple.
How did you blend all that? Hi, Freddie. Okay. I'll see you this afternoon, early around lunch. Thank you. So did we get Benson to join us, Ben?
Yeah, he's definitely here because he's showing his screen. He hasn't unmuted his phone, or his phone died.
Okay.
So he should be hearing us yapping. So
I was speaking to him a moment ago on his physical phone because we were having issues getting into this independent link. Because right now we're not on the compiled version that's been pushed down to their server, so we're on a version on your server till it's compiled.
that could be.
All right, so we'll just wait for him momentarily here.
Oh, one more?
Yeah, from yesterday.
Oh, I thought everything was here. Okay. Vale. Thank you. Isabel, can you please call back? Is my lunch? Can you text him and tell him there's one more box here for Tim? Tim, yeah, one more. I just added to the same look. Oh, you can say. Thank you.
Okay. So we're just waiting for Benson. So how did you mix that concoction? That's such a wide range of stuff. Did you
know what? I can eat an entire cow.
An entire cow.
Yeah, and after, like, if I drink my juice, I'm good. I feel very
So
light.
how did you come up with that recipe?
I started with like a fruit, like just mixing berries and stuff, but it's like it's too sweet for me.
Yeah,
I don't like it. Like I wouldn't do it every day. So I started mixing like celery, pineapple, and just making juice, and I really like it. I can drink it every day, never get tired of it.
Really?
I'm just very lazy. I like to cut everything. So now
easier to juice it all.
Yeah, but what I do now is I have everything ready, like I do it on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
I have
and
we wash everything. Yeah, just put it in a container on the fridge. So every day I just mix it in the blender and that's it.
Okay. So celery, pineapple, guava.
Spinach.
Or not guava, you said aloe.
Aloe vera. Yeah, I buy the piece of plant and it lasts 1 week.
Wow.
So I just cut it in pieces, take the aloe for
gel?
Yeah.
Aloe is supposed to be very healthy for you.
It tastes kind of bitter, but when I mix it with pineapple, everything tastes good. If you like it a little bit sweet, you can add mango, and it tastes very good.
Interesting. My son's always blending
Stuff, yeah. I just don't, like everybody buys
pre-made stuff? Yeah, no. He likes
but
doing
it's usually very sweet.
Oh,
and I don't like it.
And expensive. Like
well, that's
$50 for a
expensive too.
jar
Like, I buy the capsules. Have you ever tried it? That's so good.
Really?
It's really good, but that's expensive. I buy like 4 or 5 pieces for like $6.
That's not expensive. Those little jars, they're like, anyway, there's a fresh supposed juice place right by those little jars, like it's this thin, like that, it's $15 just for the one
and
jar.
you drink one per day?
It's like 6 ounces. It's not even that much.
I don't know. I don't want to buy it.
I don't buy it. Brandon bought it, my son, because he tried it, and then he started doing all his own stuff. He's always making juices, smoothies, you know.
I want to buy like a very good juicer, like a good one, so that you can just feel. like get your
Okay.
containers, seal them, and it will last for a week.
A week.
So I don't have to do it every day,
Fresh every day.
right? But this, my friend was telling me that's what she's doing. Her husband was very sick. He had a problem with his liver, and the only thing that he could eat every day was juice. So
Really?
yeah, they got the juicer and they started doing it. But she's always looking for something to fail. So now she
Okay.
sells the juice, and she says that it's a very good juicer, and she got it from here. They live in Chile now.
Okay.
That is like $400 or something. So
Oh yeah, the big ones.
Don't say
Vitamix things, they're like $800.
I got a juicer once, but it was the size like that. So it makes a lot of waste.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna clean this every day. Like, I'm not doing it. There's no way. So I just returned it. So I was like, no way. I don't want it. And this one, she says that she has to use like a little piece of waste. And
Okay.
is it my computer? Or
Nope, it's not. Hey Ben, did Benson arrive yet?
Oh, I thought it was
I haven't heard him. Let me page him here. Let me.
You know what Haley was doing yesterday? She received,
So-
started receiving stuff.
Yeah.
And she said that because when we were trying to release, well, she was doing that. I was just putting like prescriptions
So
and
there
stuff.
were a few errors that she had done yesterday that then she asked them to reset it back to 0. So she had done a release, then she had returned the release, then she tried to release against the return. So
How
that
did she
didn't work.
return products?
So that's part of what we're going to go through here, because that part was what they worked through
Mhm.
that's been completed. So,
So she was returning products yesterday?
but
Because what she did,
yeah,
she was trying to see if there was any way that instead of releasing tag by tag,
yeah, no,
we
you
can
have
take
to
them.
go tag by tag, because understand that every pallet tag is unique.
Yeah, for what I wanted to ask is, you know how we get that it opens this window with all the tag numbers? Is there any way that we can just select them all and say I'm taking all these tags and not open one by one? Have to
Because it's too easy to make a mistake, to be honest, and the tags are what are
I think
unique for your inventory count and for when you return an item.
No, but for example, if I'm able to see all the tags and I said I'm taking this one, and then click like I'm taking them all.
'cause
That's how
like-
we did it in Famous. That's why I wanted to ask you.
But Famous is a whole lot more expensive. We looked at Famous as a software program. It's $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we didn't buy it.
So that's the only thing that I need from Famous, because you can just select all the tag numbers and you will just take them all.
So you have to select
Because
them.
if we open one by one, like you have to remember which one you already took.
Well, no, once you've selected it, it's not in the list again. Because it's
Haley
not
told me it
available.
was there.
Yeah, no, because it's not available. So she was trying to grab them, that didn't work. Then she tried
And
to
she
return
deleted
one, and that
she
didn't work. Then
pressed
she
delete
deleted
all.
one, yeah. So it kind of messed it up a little bit.
So did you clean up everything?
So everything is
Just clean
back
up
to
on-
0 as
okay.
she'd asked, so that it can go forward. Now, 3 things. Number 1, we have to keep some components of integrity in the system, right?
Mhm.
So if we got 50 pallets and we're shipping 43, it doesn't know what 43 we're shipping. That's why you have to select them. So that when the pallet tags, because I understand that you guys are also
Yeah, of course, yeah, I
where this
understand
will be
that. I just
barcoded
wanted
and
to
simple
know.
to them, right?
I just wanted to know if we have the option like to select all the tag numbers from there and say like at once.
You have to go, because what it
Go
does,
one by one. Like
it's what it looks like to you in the screen, but on the back end on the database, it's doing a lot of things. So when you select one and then it takes a moment and populates it, it's doing a lot of things in the background. So at the, no, we can't do that. And to be honest, we're trying to avoid this costing as much as Famous without being Famous. Because every time we've got to go in and customize things that weren't that way, it's a bill, right?
I understand that, but for example, since
And both with Marty and Susie, they're both getting pretty nervous that it's going to cost that much.
but the thing is that from everything that I came to your office and showed you guys, it wasn't there. So since
Again,
we started
What was
doing
there in
it,
the
it wasn't
office
there.
was the functionality of the program. And it could do what you guys have shown, but now when there are differences, like for instance, single tag selecting, it can do that all day long. Going to select them all is an entirely different function. because it's got to do a lot of.
I understand. I'm not asking you to change it. I just wanted to know if it was possible.
But right now, from what has been done in terms of the customization and the things to fit you, because the software always did what it did, but it fits the way you want to do it. In other words, your method of process.
But for example, everything that when we came to your office and we explained to everybody and we say this is what we use, this is what we need to do because this is how the process works here. Nothing of that was in the
Well, no, it was in there, but for instance, it was never explained to them that you can do batch entry of everything, as an example, right?
Yeah, we can do.
So batch entries, I have 100. I do 100 and I'm done. What you brought was a list that shows them all individually, and their software did that. But they've customized it now to fit.
No, it's the same, but by the time we never had that option. You know how we did it before?
So let's see, Ben, are we ready to go?
I haven't heard from Benson. It's weird. He's showing he must be on his cell phone or his.
Sorry, Ben. I apologize. Can you say that again?
I haven't. He's gone. Let me actually call him.
Okay.
The short answer is no. I haven't heard from him.
Okay.
So
I was talking to him 5 minutes before we joined the conference.
Huh.
So
Okay.
I know he's
he
around.
He must have either gone to the bathroom or had another call.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll continue holding here.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to start, Andre?
Hang on just a sec here. I'm going to dial back in because I was just on her speakerphone. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, that'll allow us to do. So, can we go through those changes you did, Benson, with Vanessa here on showing, first of all, how to return a released item after it's been released?
Okay.
Thank you.
So do I have any orders? I don't think I have any orders. So let's create, well, I do have an order. Okay. So.
And are we recording this just so they have it for reference?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Okay. So let's see. I'll choose. Actually, I'll just copy and paste. So I'll choose 3 pallets. And I'll return a partial pallet. Okay, so we'll save it. We'll issue it. Okay, now if you go back and get the completed order. and go into the lines, you'll see that the order field is open. So if I actually returned 150 back into stock, I would just change this to 100.
Benson, sorry to interrupt you. Is there any way you can make the screen just a little bit bigger? Because we need magnifying glasses over here. Beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is return 150 back to stock. And I just click the adjust quantity button.
So you just want to,
Quantities of that pallet. Because the boxes will come off that pallet.
okay, so he changed the order to 100 instead of 250, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
So that means 150 came back.
150 should be going back into inventory.
Okay.
And if you look, you'll see in today's activity, 150 units were returned from the shipping order.
Right there.
Okay?
Okay, and I can print the same order with the return?
Yep, the order is, you just go into shipping orders and print the release. There it is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
100 suggested quantity then. So when you print that, then they have that as well. Which you'll need to do also for Susie so that she knows there's a credit.
Yeah, well, usually it shows there that it was a rejection, so that the copy will give to Sophie.
But that's what I'm saying.
So I guess
See
I
the
will,
original and you'll see the revised. And then
because usually if it doesn't happen on the same day, like if you already processed one, so when we return something, it shows there like like a negative number or something.
so she'll be able to go back
to
that release
to
number and
change.
make the adjustment.
Okay,
All right.
thank you. It's very
You're
good.
welcome.
He's happy with that.
Very happy, you guys.
So you added the ability to also see committed when doing a PO or an order, is that correct?
I only added it to the PO. That's what we talked about. I'll add it to the order. That's no big deal. But right now it's on the purchase order. So if you were to create a purchase order,
Purchase order.
create. We'll do it for COD. Ship to Arctic. Save it. Then add new. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Add line items. Cancel. So big, it's bigger on my screen. Did I go into shipping? Purchase orders. Click the wrong button. Okay, so if I go into line items and then do an add line, you'll see it here. And I'll add it to the shipping order. I just didn't get around to it yet. Okay?
Stock on hold order.
Okay, so wonderful. So they'll see that here and then also in the order screen?
This is available, right?
I'll make it,
This is-
I'll add it to the shipping order.
No. Committed means you've made an order. It hasn't been released.
Okay, and what on hold does this mean?
There's no on hold. You guys really don't use on hold. You have in stock, on order, which is your purchase orders of how many are coming in, and committed, how many you've,
How many are already here? Or
how many are ordered, but you haven't released. And remember, you can only release what's on your floor. So they'll see this both in the PO and the order screen, correct?
Yep.
Perfect, thank you.
Okay.
And then
You have the pallet count report.
the pallet count report. Wonderful, we're going to go there. So remember to look at pallet count.
There's a PO reference.
And there's the PO. Do you see that? Right here? That's the purchase orders now seen in that line too. Okay?
You're gonna make sure everybody's happy with that, Andre.
Good. And so, and the number of pallets showing in the cooler on the, oh, did the mixed pallet get adjusted yet? Benson,
Yeah,
remember what was happening on the report?
Yeah, that's not on the report. That was on the, that was when they received stock in.
So exactly. So when they received and they changed all of the items to the same pallet ID, it showed it in the actual program, but on the printed report, it showed.
Yeah, but hang on a second. This is not your receiving grid. Something happened here. Oh, yes, it is. It's just bigger. It's confusing me. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, they'll see it here. So, I mean, how do
can we
do
create
it?
One here?
Yeah, we can create one. What do we use?
So let's can you give Vanessa controls just so that way she's gone through it?
Yep.
So let's go do a mixed skid, okay?
Oh, I need to give her control. Hang on a second.
Sorry? No. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but here. So I want to know. Yeah, because
It's just trying to start it for her so that she can get in here.
Will you drive it? Yeah, okay.
Okay, there you go. So you've got mouse and keyboard control now? Remember, you got to pick quantities where you've made one.
Yeah. I see the one that says one, so we'll say that I got 2 of these. 2, 9. Location. 6. Good. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
That's only
Hello.
$5.
I want to know if ready big and well and far bread. Sorry, first choice. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Well, why would they have a different pallet ID for the client if they're all on the same pallet?
It happens sometimes that I have different tag numbers. I just want to see how it will look in the system.
So that's okay. We've got a skid of 4 items right now, right? So let's do this one as 3 items. Let's do this one as the last one. And then we save, so it'll populate the lines, and then change the pallet ID. Okay, so
Why does it say here?
what we need to do here.
I can see the number.
Just copy and paste from one to the other.
Benson,
Yeah.
can we make the screen just one step down because they can't actually see the numbers in the controller? Yeah, I know. Okay.
She doesn't have units for the 4th line item either. But I'm confused.
Or
Why would you have
put
different
0.
client if they're all going to be on the same palette? Why would you have different client palette IDs? They're just pulling them off.
Sometimes we do, sometimes we have different tag numbers on the same palette.
First, let's change the quantity. And then you know it's 88, so you can make the rest 88. You want to heavy? Oh, okay, do that. These are good heavy. Not on the line. For you and for you. Okay. Okay, so now we got a mixed palette. Perfect. So now when we do the report,
The worksheet.
excellent. That works. Beautiful.
Here shows
Oh,
what
no,
palette.
it's still showing 4. Do you see that, Benson?
I think it's because they have the different client ID. I have to look at the.
Because it might be different client IDs, but it still needs to show one palette or inventory is going to be out and everything else, right? When they do a physical count of palette.
Just leave it in the grid so I can work with that data.
Okay.
So let's go
You
back
want to try to
receiving
receive one
screen.
where it's not different client IDs and see if we see the same
Yeah,
result?
let's see. Yeah.
No, I understand that. And Benson's
I
going
think
to
it
look
all
into
rolls
that,
up if it was basically the same cooler and the same pallet ID. Try it without a. Yeah, take those off and save it. Let's see what happens. Just click the worksheet, Vanessa. No, still doing it.
Okay,
I'll have
so
to look at
leave
that.
that in your hands to look at.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Sorry, Vanessa just stepped away for a moment. Benson, they're short Haley and another person today.
Well, let's go back. Let's take a look at this. Okay, so you have. We're all on the same palette.
And the same lot. And the same PO. Oh, they're different days,
They have different
right?
days, yeah.
So let's change those. So Vanessa, I don't know if you noticed, you have them on different days. That might be where the count's different. We're just going to check, okay?
Different days?
They were. But I shouldn't have made a...
I think I only
No.
the day for one for the previous one.
All right, so it's still showing that, Benson, so I'll leave that in your hands to rectify them.
Well, let's see. So we have let me print this out.
No, I just think I have to.
Cask pen. So we got two. So we got two of cask pen, right? Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm clear on what you want to see here. So on this worksheet, you just want to see one pallet, right?
So we need to see a total of this on one pallet because it's all the same products on one pallet. It might even come shrink wrapped. So when they do their physical pallet count to inventory on a nightly basis, they know that everything is as it ought to be. If we have 4 pallets, it's going to be 3 unaccounted for, and it's going to send everybody in a tailspin.
Right, but you have a mixed pallet. So what I'm asking, Andre, is you just want to see the number of pallets is 1, right?
That's correct. 6
Just
products
cases per pallet
on one pallet.
Yeah, cases per pallet is based upon the units
The
that
item
are set
count.
up on the
Correct.
item count. Yeah, okay. So that's total received. Okay.
Vanessa's got a question here. Yeah, you could have one mixed pallet with another group of, which is fine. So they may do on one truck where you have a mixed pallet, but on the same truck that came in might be, you know, full skids as well, all on the same worksheet or release. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it has to be the correct pallet count number.
I understand.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Benson.
Yep.
Okay, so Vanessa, are there any other things you need to ask Benson on this list here? We can let him work on that, and then that completes this last list we gave them. Now, Benson, in your opinion, when do you think this might be where they're working on their own server?
I don't know. I got Zach looking at it. The problem is it only breaks down in the compiled version, which we can't debug a compiled copy. We have to debug the live scripts. So,
I understand that. Yeah.
It's difficult to pinpoint, but he's working on it.
No problem. The only reason I ask, as you've seen, their internet connection's not the greatest here, and they have no choice, no other internet connection. So some days it crawls, and when they're working off a web thing, it's quite slow over here.
Yeah, I understand, but this is interesting.
Okay.
This is IE. Okay, so the site does come up in IE.
You know what? I don't know why it wasn't here, and it might be related again. Their upload here is only 1 meg, right? Yeah, it's only 1 meg on the upload here. So, Vanessa's got a question.
I don't know if, I think it was in the release, but we didn't have PO number and order number for that shipping order. Is that fixed?
That was, why don't you go through and show Benson? I know we had talked about it, and we wrote it in our email. But can you go and show it here, please? My memory's not coming up with it. So does Vanessa have mouse control again?
She should. I'm not touching it.
Okay, cool. So you won't see that committed yet. That was in the PO. That'll come into the order in a moment. But
Yeah, are you ready?
so loud.
Okay, so
Line items. Line items.
Line items and
There you are. PO and pallet and lot.
I think it's here.
PO, pallet, lot. It's all there.
Now, you know when we print our shipping order? Here. Okay, yeah, last PO.
Yeah, it's all there. Excellent. Thanks, Benson.
Okay.
And,
Is that it?
I just one more thing. Yesterday when Katie was trying to create shipping orders, you know, every time she opened another, for example, for one supplier, we were still keeping up everyone's inventory.
Okay, so let's go ahead and try and see if we can recreate that. We'll have to do to where we see the line items. So once you chose a product,
Good.
so it's okay. So it's working as it ought to. Perfect. You happy?
Yeah. Because yesterday we were looking at everybody's inventory.
Okay. So that might have been because we're not compiled. Don't know yet. But thumbs up. You're good. Okay. All right, Benson and Ben, thank you both. And then we're still, I'll confirm about Thursday because I don't know where they are yet in terms of putting their product in since they've had a couple of these hiccups here. Sound good?
What's scheduled for Thursday?
Training of their salespeople who run the orders.
Okay.
All right, cool. Thank you both.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, bye for now.
Good day.
Thank you.
Yep, bye.
Bye.